Hello, my audience. Greetings. Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I will be reviewing the Never-Ending Story Part 3, Escape from Fantasia. I give this 10 points out of 10. It was funny, entertaining, goofy, silly, clumsy written, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Jack Black was a funny, silly, stupid villain called, and so was Sidekicks, team of sidekicks, and they called themselves the Nasties. And they're the evil MacGuffin that's supposed to represent like the Howlers from Fantasia from the sequel, or the Nothing from Fantasia Part 1. So they're the main threats, the Jack Black, the bullies of the school. They're called the Nasties in Fantasia. And they are the Nasties. Jack Black was very funny as exaggerated Jack Black. He's just playing Jack Black, but if he was just written as his evil counterpart, if he was pure evil, like a bully, it's because he plays a bully and he wears leather, and so do the bullies. They all wear black leather, dressed like they're from a Viking gang. And the voices are one-dimensional and have little to no depth. And they're some of the one-dimensional villains, the evil cliche villains of bullies you used to see in cinema. You could just get a kick out of these. And they played their role obviously more for laughs than to actually be threatened by. It's intentionally there because kind of the cliche, the kind of weird, the kind of cliche bullies in the plot of the movie. It feels like the cast is weird of how cliche and one-dimensional bullies are. So they play the bullies for laughs, the villains, and they're entertaining. And what is the character arc for a main hero returning from the first two movies? We don't really know. We know what the threat is. We're just not really sure what kind of character arc he goes on. He doesn't really have a character's growth or a character's journey in this movie like he did in the first two ones. So, why doesn't this movie focus on a different main character? And in fact, what is this main character that's the main character, the reader of Fantasia? I mean, it's kind of confusing. Thinking about it, that this main character, our hero, has nothing really to do in the movie. You know, they go to point A to point B to point C to point end of the movie. I think it's safe to say this movie spends way too much on the villains having the fun with the role. Jack Black and everyone that play the villains have more screen time than the hero, so it's kind of a problem. But it is where most of the fun comes from this third one, so I don't know. Which is pick your poison. The point is, this movie kept me awake and it kept me entertained. It reminded me of the first Avengers movie from 2012. I liked it like Spider-Man 3. Was the 2012's Avengers 1. The best one. I give this a 10 point out of 10 points. Fantasia is not as often relevant in the plot of this movie as the first two ones. Made Fantasia more relevant to the plot than the third one does try to. we taking place in the real world, in the world of Fantasia, was the main character, and so and this movie was fun. As a 10 out of 10. I enjoy this movie. The effects, the visuals were stunning, and I liked the cover on "Born to Be Wild" from this movie, from the Rock Monster, covered of "Born to Be Wild," looking for adventure. Oh, the Rock Monster singing that song, that's music to my ears. And I like the remake of the Neverending Story theme song. How it has like a bit of a beat to it. A big fat rap beat to it. This one was good. I enjoyed this movie, The Neverending Story Part 3, titled Escape from Fantasia. That was his title nickname. Neverending Story 3 was a 10 out of 10 in my book. I love this movie. This was a funny movie. Fun, corny popcorn film. Enjoyable movie. I give it 10 points out of 10. I would approve this movie for all ages. This is a fun kids film for all ages. Just like the first two were fun for all ages. So is this one. Leans more into a comedy classic and more into camp than a serious soap opera meant for kids compared to the first two. But still pretty good movie. 10 out of 10. Oh, yeah, I said that right. What else did I say? I like this movie, yeah, I said that. And I said 10 out of 10. And I said my like, subscribe, and I just didn't say goodbye yet. Goodbye.